It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. Alright, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Good morning.
What a morning, what a
Happy
morning, what a
Hump
morning.
Day. It's Working Women's Wednesday. The women are working. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Share the love, share the live. Babs, Bunny, Lady Luck, Miss Lissa. We have a special guest joining us today, a pop culture icon. If you love a good movie, then that means that you have Netflix and chill to this film. And we're going to have a special guest joining us very shortly. We're not going to make no announcements until they pop up because that's the best way to manifest. We don't make announcements. We just make moves. And speaking of making moves, Lady Luck, what's going on with Lucky Enterprises? Y'all still having this buy one, get one sale?
I think the sale ended yesterday, but we have a bunch of things that we are doing this month. Stay tuned. I'll probably do, something else, 50% off. Definitely we doing a lot this month with that. But Friday I'm flying down to Miami. We shooting 2 videos. Shout out Billy Carson. Shout out Donnie Arcade. Shout out Crooked Eye. We got a song called Woke Don't Mean Broke. And we doing a video for that. And the video treatment is crazy. And then I'm doing a video for one of my songs on my album.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah,
it's all about the progression, the music. Make sure you stream these ladies' songs. Is whatever streaming platform you use. Songs are available. Brooklyn Babs, let them know about the Queen of the Ring event happening this month.
Queen of the Ring, March 26th. You already know the vibe is going down. And the BX. Tickets are on sale right now. You can hit the link in my bio. Bam, bam, bam. Get a ticket. Pull up. Get a fucking flight. Fly out. Do what you got to do. Just make sure you are in the building. The Return of the Ring, March 26th. Queen of the Ring. Give it up for the ladies. Yeah.
That's right. And speaking of tickets, if you want to look fine, like a ticket on the dash, go to MissLissaKnows.com where you could get this t-shirt, these glasses, those glasses, this hat, so much more. Learn more about me and enter the code BEC and you will save some bacon, egg, and cheese. It's all about these entrepreneubians right before your eyes. We are Black women doing amazing things and supporting each other while we do it. Now, how was your Tuesday? Did you ladies get to go outside? I know I was in the house all day working.
I've been doing a lot of shopping
I was
this trip.
Jumping around, but I was definitely in the house. You say you shopping for your trip?
Yeah, but Babs, this hairstyle and hoodie make it look like you bend over and you just stole that shit. Like this whole get up. I'm waiting for you to get up and twerk. Like you look like one of them girls in the video. Babs, a video vixen today. We just over here. We doing a lot. We moving to Atlanta within the next couple months. So, shout out the whole family, the whole gang. I think I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I've been snappy at everybody. But
it's
Tuesday
okay,
was
baby.
great.
Sometimes the whole bed is the wrong side for some of us. Now.
Well, wait a minute. My Tuesday wasn't so great, okay? And so I got a phone call because, I just left New York. And so my dog was with my mom. And my mom called me. She's like, the dog is not feeling good. And so I got back. I had to take the dog to the vet. And if you watch the show, you do know that my dog, Brooklyn, had cancer and she had to
What?
get her leg amputated.
Yeah.
And
I run the show
yes,
and I didn't know this.
and Luck laughed at
You
me.
laughed at her.
You laughed at my dog.
You
Yes,
laughed at her. Don't try
you
to
are
get
no
cute
good.
now. That's the wrong side of the bed.
You are no good. Yes. And so
I'm sorry, Babs. I'm sorry.
yes, so I had to get my dog back left leg amputated. Everything was good, but I took her back to the vet yesterday and they said that the cancer came back. And so now she has to get a whole nother surgery. It's scheduled for Friday. I told the vet, I said, listen, at this point, I'm about to take the dog and sit her in front of the supermarket with a cup, okay? Because she's taking all of my money, okay? Because we do know that the vet is very expensive. And so they was in there cracking up, but I was dead ass serious, like, bitch, we about to be in front of the supermarket, okay, with the big bucket. Like, hey, drop some change in it, drop some change in it. But yeah, so anyway, by the grace of God, I can get her some help. And so hopefully this will be, you know, it. My dog is old, you know, I did have her for 12 years, thank God. But this is my baby. I had her before I had my son. You know what I'm saying? And so there you go, Luck. There you go.
They do have animal insurance, and I was thinking about getting that because Babs is right. It's very expensive. I mean, it's like having another child. So that's definitely
But
everyone.
the thing, Lissa, though, you got to get it when they young for it to be cheap. Because I looked it up for her now, they wilding on how much they want. You know what I'm saying, per month. But I get it. Because the older they get, the more problems they have.
Right.
But when you pay
That's
for
all
it,
of us.
Exactly. But you pay for it when they're young, and they don't even really get sick when they're young. They don't really have no problem. It's when they get older.
So everyone, let's give Babs some positive energy. Let's send our love. Drop some love and emojis. Drop some bunny emojis. Let's send some positive vibes to the lady who woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Her name is Luck. But we're going to send you some good energy. We're going to come against any negativity. We're going to prepare this platform for our amazing guest, a pop culture icon.
People aggravate me. People aggravate me. People aggravate me.
No, you choose to be aggravated by people. Let's change.
No, they aggravate me, Miss Lissa.
Huh?
They aggravate me, Miss Lissa.
You choose to be aggravated. Like you coming at me with this energy, I'm deflected. I'm feeling like the Matrix. I'm not getting it, baby. What I'm not doing is that. I'm choosing happiness. And to everyone who is watching the show, don't forget Friday, we're taking a break, but we're actually taking a double break because it's only right. Like my grandmother says, if you do one for one, you got to do it for the other. So we're going to take a break from Rock the Bells, but we're also taking a break this Friday from Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. So everyone relax, relate, release. Thank God it's Friday on Friday. Okay,
and
now
I want to say real quick, Lissa, I just want to say thank you to everybody in the comments that's showing me love. And you know, because Luck, she laughed at me when my dog got her first surgery. And, you know, I told her, like, this is horrible. But, you know, to all the animal lovers out there that understand what I'm going through, thank y'all very much.
No, let me be the first to apologize. That is terrible for laughing at somebody dog leg getting amputated. So I would definitely like to send out my apologies. You know what I mean?
You want to send me a cash app to help for this surgery since you laughed at the first surgery? You can send me a Zelle. You can send me a Zelle to help.
I zelled you yesterday, bitch.
Everyone, Babs, let them know your cash app. Maybe that we have some donations in the audience. People do want to share the love.
Nah. Yo, at this point in time, you need to put the nigga down. Because all you doing is letting him suffer even more. You got another
First of all, it's a she, and she is not suffering. The vet did not tell me my dog is suffering. My dog has cancer, and like anybody with cancer, they go and get treatment. So how dare you tell me to put my dog down when she could be treated?
It's time.
No, it's not.
Yo, Madam Jelly, could we pull you up? Jelly, let me know if I can pull you up. So I show you some love, Jelly. I'm about to move to Atlanta. You're gonna be doing all this here. That's not insensitive. Shut up.
Very insensitive. Very much insensitive. She's
not,
a horrible friend at times. At times, she's not the friend to call on. Like if you have an animal problem,
listen to me. Let me talk to you. What's insensitive is letting the dog suffer. Dogs find. Let me finish. Dogs they find happiness in running, and they find happiness in being free. You know what I'm saying? If you taking away her livelihood, like my mother got DNR on her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people don't want to live.
My dog is not that sick, Luck. She runs around. She's eating. She's drinking. Okay.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
You said you need another. Is a more?
Yes. So because anybody that needs surgery, that mean they should die.
Get the attention off of me.
Yeah,
everybody's attacking me. And I'm just saying, if the dog got another leg that he be cut off, no, I did see a dog one time that had the wheelchair in the back. It had the 2 wheels.
To anyone who is watching, who was a part of the PETA Foundation or an animal lover, please understand. The opinion that you are hearing is just that of Lady Luck Chanel Jones and not the entire Bacon, Egg, and Cheese platform. We thank you for all your support. We love animals and all of God's children. Please continue to watch. Make sure you're subscribed to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese YouTube channel. And don't forget to show love by following our Instagram page. I am Miss Lissa, and I only half support this message.
Well, he got the 2 wheels in the back. That nigga be out.
Well, let me clarify it. She doesn't have to get any more legs amputated. The cancer is now in her breast area, so they have to go in and remove the cancer tumor out of her breast area. So there you go. So you telling me women with breast cancer should die?
Nah, see you wildin'.
Not at all. Let's actually shift gears. Guess what?
Joy, they didn't have. Yo, we need to ask y'all in the question. Yes, I have pet. Joy done had 45 dogs, and Joy knows when to put the dogs down. I'm sorry. She in the comments. She said how much it costs. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Lissa, take over because y'all not gonna make me evil because I want the dog.
It's not us doing anything again. So today's lesson is choices. You are choosing to use your words the way you are using them. We are not making you look like anything. We are not Mona Scott Young, and you are not the cast of Love and Hip Hop. So what we're not going to do is blame the cameras or anything else other than who we are. We're going to hold ourselves accountable today. Now, speaking of accountability.
Wait, hold up. Listen, I'm so sorry. But somebody in the comments said, am I comparing a dog to human? No, but let me tell you this. When I took my dog to the vet, what the vet told me is we have the same treatments for dogs that we have for humans. And that is the reason why I said what I said. Period.
And if we believe in reincarnation and we believe in life mattering, I mean, at the end of the day, the cancer is the cancer. The dog still feels it. The dog is still in pain. Bab still has love for the dog. Like she said, she had this dog before she had her son. So what we're not going to do is act like her feelings are different.
I'm not same way when like
I'm not saying matter. You. I'm saying anyone in the comments that's asking her how does she compare. Like we can't do that to her. We can't say that.
Babs, I'm sorry. Dogs are humans too. See, now you wildin'.
Dogs have lives. They still have lives.
That's right. All dogs matter.
Grass has a life. Flowers have lives. They literally did a scientific study, and they played a grass being mowed, and the grass started doing a defense mechanism. There is life all around us. So what we shouldn't do is act like us as humans are more valued or more valid than an animal. Like, that's the problem. White people see dogs more than they see black people. They get more sad when a dog died than a black person. Babs is sad about her dog. Y'all saying it doesn't compare. At the end of the day, life is life, and life is to be valued.
Let me tell you. So my ex, years ago, you know, she left the dog in the car, and the dog passed away. So we at the strip club, right? And I'm outside the club, and I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm upset. And one of them big OG niggas who, you know, is a drug dealer comes spend money at the club. He's like, yo, Luck, what's wrong with you? And I was like, yo, man, you know, I'm sad, man. You know, my dog died. He was like, oh, man, who? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was upset like I was talking about, like, one of my niggas. And I was like, nah, my dog, Dobie, the little dog, he got so mad at me. But if you don't have a pet, you wouldn't understand. If you don't, the connection between a person and their dog, because that's the only one that jumps up and down when you come home and is so excited to see you. Like, the dogs be more excited to see me than my bitches. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't understand it unless you have a dog. But he got so mad at me, his face, he said, "Your dog," like he was really upset that I was crying over a dog, So
it's the same for children, because I have friends that don't have kids, and especially like when I first had my daughter, like there was a couple of people that like I had to eliminate them from my life because they didn't understand it. Or like if you have a child, if I'm talking to a friend on the phone and I start talking to my daughter, like having a quick side conversation, and maybe you might still continue to talk because you don't have the same appreciation for children. Or sometimes if your child comes over, they say, oh my God, like because they don't have kids. Like people that don't understand. But speaking of dogs, there are two women that.
Go ahead.
No, go
ahead. Can I just say one more thing?
Of course.
I'm tired of you dog owners acting like the shit be normal and the shit that your dog do. Like if the dog shit on the floor, or pee, or some shit, y'all be acting like it's normal. And the person who don't have dogs, it's even amplified to them. But y'all be acting like, damn, why chill out? Why you wilding out? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, for the people who own dogs, stop acting like the shit is normal, especially for people who don't have dogs. Now, baby, stop commenting before I let the world into our business.
There are some things that are a little abnormal. Like, okay, my daughter, thanks to Lady Luck and Joy, they gave my daughter a dog about 2 years ago. My daughter, she loves this dog. This is her, like, she wanted this dog since she was a little kid. The dog has a stroller. Now, to us, this is valid. When we go to restaurants, it's easier to go with the dog with the stroller. When it's cold outside, we move around a lot, and we're in the city, so we do have a stroller for our dog. Now, we've seen other dog owners that have strollers, and we give each other the head nod, but then we've seen dog owners that roll their eyes and say, why does your dog have a stroller? So, I mean, to each his own. Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting on our guests, we have another iconic guest. This is Hakim from Channel Live. All we do is smoke mad-ism.
Matter of fact,
all we do is smoke mad-ism.
We go get some weed.
All we do is smoke mad-ism. Yo, yeah. Hakim, what is going on, brother? Thank you for joining the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Man,
you look amazing.
Oh, thank you, love. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
This is Babs Bunny, a.k.a. Brooklyn Babs.
What up, Babs?
A.k.a. number one twerker. This is Miss Lissa, media maven, icon.
What up?
How are you?
Salute.
Hakim, do you have any dogs?
No, right at this second I don't, but I am a dog person. Me and the wife looking at getting one right now. I've owned dogs before. I had a half rock, half pit named Lulu, and I had a child named Autumn, but they got put down a few years ago. And,
why did they get put down?
Well, Autumn was just old age. She went blind. She had cataracts. She just sleep under the bed. I mean, stay under the bed all day. Lulu, the half pit, had cancer in her paw. And Rottweilers, that's like one of the traits that they have. They usually get cancer at some point in life. So yeah, we had to put them down. And it's like a big hole in my heart because I miss my dogs. So me and the wife been like looking around, trying to see what we could do to replace that hole. Cause,
you can have my girlfriend's dogs. Because my girlfriend's dogs, all they do is piss and shit all over my place.
Hold up. Can I ask you this? Because my dog has cancer. So the first time they caught the cancer, it was in her back leg. They told me, she could live with 3 legs. Got the leg amputated. Now the cancer came back. They still telling me she could live. We just got to remove the tumor. But the dog, as far as she's running, she's jumping, she's eating, she's drinking, and Luck is telling me I should put the dog down. What do you think?
Oh man, that's a hard one right there. I mean, if she's enjoying life, she's enjoying life, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah. I had a relative that died of diabetes, and we watched them kind of like lose the toe, lose the foot, and you watch the person disappear. So it's like, are they really living a whole life? Are you just holding on and, you kind of...
I asked the doctor that, though. I asked the vet. I said, what will her quality of life be like? He
Right.
said it will be better. Right now, it will be.
He
bad.
wants the check, Babs. He wants the check.
I think that, like Luck always says, whose report should we believe? The report of the Lord. You pray on it. Don't listen to Luck or the legend smoking on mad isms. Okay, you go to your burning bush. You go.
Word.
You talk to your God. Okay.
So Hakim, switching gears right quick, you know, before we get out of here, because I ain't going to hold you up all day. What are you working on? Because you always busy. You always got some things going on. You look absolutely great. Your diet is phenomenal. You look younger than when you guys put out Smoke Madism. So what's going on with you?
Man, so I got an album project that I'm almost finished with called Aubrey, produced by Ron Lawrence. Got KRS-One on there. Carl Thomas is on there. Malik Youssef. I'm working on another project with Big Friends from Harlem. Just started that. I just put out a joint called New York Rap. I have a show that Lady Luck's got to hop on like immediately called Madism TV. I do Madism Sports with KG on Thursdays. You can check for that. And I do 24 hours of peace every year in Newark, New Jersey. It's a peace festival, 24-hour peace festival where we push peace, love, unity, safely having fun. And that's kind of where I'm at right now with it. You know, just trying to enjoy life down here in Florida. I need a tan. Can't wait for this, you know.
You and I
really
both. I look like raw chicken. I'll be in Miami. I'll be in Miami Friday morning. So I'll hit you Friday when I get down.
Please hit me.
And your show, on your show, do y'all talk about sports and smoke?
Oh yeah, for sure. On Madism Sports, I smoke on the show every day. Matter of fact, it's crazy. I don't have weed on me right now.
Because all you do is smoke Madism.
I would love to come on the show when y'all doing the classics, because I don't know nothing about the sports going on now. I'm an old Knicks fan when Latrell Sprewell was playing. So if you go back to those classic games, then I could talk about it.
I was selling Knicks.
Yeah, I got a crazy Latrell Sprewell story. Him and what's my man Sean Kemp. So you know I used to hustle weed. Well, I still hustle weed, but in another way. But I was like, you know, the weed man. So players, athletes, artists come in town. They hit up Hot Green because he got the Madism. Sean Kemp, meet me at the hotel. I go through the hotel. This is when Latrell Sprewell was suspended for choking out, what's his name? Out in Portland. Yeah, whoever. He choked him out. He was suspended. So he was in the hotel lobby. Ended up going to Sean Kemp room with Latrell Sprewell having a smoke session. And I'm like, yo, something tell me you're going to end up in New York. He was like, nah, I'm never going to end up in New York. They'll never let me play in New York. He ended up in New York City.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Shout out to the Knicks, the classics, okay? And Latrell Sprewell daughter used to battle rap in my league, Queen of the Ring, actually. So
wow,
shout out to Biggie Monroe. Yeah.
That's fire. Well, I appreciate you. I'll be down there Friday. I'll hit you. I'm down there Friday. We shoot some videos and stuff. I'm down there with Billy Carson. I don't know if you know who Billy Carson is. Forbidden Knowledge on Instagram. You know, crazy. Shout out Jack Thriller in the building. But definitely, let's link. I'm gonna hit you as soon as I get down there.
There it is. Peace, Queens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hakim Green. Super duper legend.
Speaking of legends, I'm sitting with two legends, Lady Luck and Babs Bunny. And here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, we're going to chop up hot topics, dish the dirt, and serve it to you raw. But make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel for more content and exclusive videos. Just go to YouTube, hit the search box, type in Bacon, Egg, the letter N, Cheese Show. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now, do that after the show, not right now. Now, we were talking about dogs, and speaking of dogs, there were two women who have been fighting over a dog for some years, and they finally met up. Shirley caught up with Barbara, and then somebody caught those hands. Let's take a look.
Put the dog down, Babs.
Barbara, that's the video Lotto said that's me and Love.
You might not know who I am.
30 years.
But the reason I'm proud of it is because I was going through my old man's pockets this morning. And I just happened to find your name and number. So woman to woman. And I don't think it's been any more than fair.
I'm tired of you talking about my dog.
Where I'm coming from.
I'm tired of it.
Now, Barbara, I don't know how you're going to take this. But whether you be cool or come out of a bag on me. You see, it really doesn't make any difference. But it's only fair that I let you know that the man you're in love with, he's mine. from the top of his head to the bottom of Now speak to Barbara.
Sorry. So you see, in this case, y'all asking if you can compare a dog to a human. In this case, they're synonymous. The dog was a human. They were fighting over a man. How do you feel about these elders having an issue?
Hey! I don't know about the elders having an issue, but I know our guest is in the building right now.
Well, I'll be back with more topics later.
I'll be back in the motherfucking building.
Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go.
Mira, mira, ven aquí. Mira, mira, ven aquí. Mira, mira, ven aquí. Ven aquí, ven aquí. Mira, mira, ven aquí. Mira, mira, ven aquí. Mira, mira, ven aquí. Ven aquí, ven aquí.
I'll be back is my brother. He is a producer. He is an actor. He is a pop icon. What is going on, bro?
Hey, in the cut like peroxide, you know, chilling.
Already we got the hoods on. You know what I'm talking about? On that type of vibe.
Right.
The hood love me though. I don't have a hood on, but welcome.
So Albe, thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, this is my brother Albe back, super, super duper talented. I'm going to tell you how we met. He was upset with me. We were outside Perfections, and I was selling CDs, and I was selling CDs. Luck was hungry back in these days. Luck was very, very hungry, and he pulled out a knot. Like I'm talking about a knot, like like this. And then he just grabbed 5 out of it, and I had to watch.
Stop it, go on.
10,000 go back in his pocket. I'm like, yo, bro, like, let me get some more of that. He did give me more money.
We were outside of Perfections ordering fries. I remember that. But I feel like we met before that, Luck. Like, it is what it is. For a while, we couldn't be friends because, I was always Team Terror Squad, being raised by Pun, and there was a vicious battle years ago. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah. I think I was there.
And so that was the mean you. That was before you smiled, and now, now that you smile and you
found Jesus. Game, look,
hey, praise the Lord. If somebody don't praise God right now. I love it. Hey, Jesus, God found you, in your space and brightened. I just love your relationship with God. I love your relationship with family. I love your relationship with friends, and even in the toxic relationships, I love you so much.
Well, the relationships that I have going on right now is Miss Lissa, media maven, absolutely incredible, and this is Brooklyn Babs Bunny, icon in this whole music industry, making the band, queen of the ring. So I am so happy about our whole lineup.
I'm so proud of you, Babs. Proud of
you.
Truly am. Truly proud of you. Like holding it down. I can't begin to tell you how much, like, I'm so, when it comes to female artists and MCs, how vicious and the storytelling that you guys have. You guys have so many stories with y'all. So I'm a full supporter. It's not like the WNBA at all. You guys got real bars. Like, it's like different now. You know what I mean? So it's different now. It needed to come out. I have a daughter myself, and she's ready to just anytime. She's battled, the beats on. She's ready. So thank you for holding that culture up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're a wonderful father, but not only are you a wonderful father, you're a wonderful musician, which we all know about, and you're a wonderful actor. But I know that you have so much passion when it comes to the music. So explain to us how you got into that, because you produce, you write, you have amazing songs out. So explain to us how it was that you got into music production, music in general.
Man, they didn't want to make me no beats. You know what I mean? So nobody wanted to make me beats. You always feel like you always got that one shot, that one chance. And I felt like
blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
That's what I was thinking about.
Palms are sweaty. you know. And I always felt like my one chance. I always felt like my one chance of making it died with Pun, because I used to live with Pun, you know, and without
Well,
him,
tell us about that. We just had Remy on the show. Shout out to Remy. We had Q&A
praise
from
the Lord, you guys are doing great.
Oh, you missed that. You asked another
I miss yo. I'll retweet that right now. I'll
Yo,
repost it.
bro, we're like friends. We're like friends now. I went to her
I
event.
love
Like
it.
we be texting. We were texting last night. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me and Remy got some things coming up. So shout out to Rem. Like this is a thing now. You know.
Well, whatever it is, we need it on the stem player. But yeah. I would love to hear Remy Luck music. Like that would
Actually.
on the block.
go.
What? New Jersey, New York area. But housekeeping. I'm good.
Come on, housekeeping. It's the light stunt for me.
Yeah, I'm good. All right.
Mine is my daughter in the back making noise. Yours is housekeeping.
Housekeeping. No, praise God. I'm down here with Ye. I'm working on Donna too. But like when it comes to like the
flex.
origin,
I'm about to say, so we just gonna keep doing that? All right.
when it comes to the
hold
origin,
on, Jay, just wait a second. I'm talking to Al. Be back. Hold on. That was just Jay-Z. Don't worry. Like
no, hurry up. And when it comes to the origin of me, it's pun. You know, pun and poetry. I would be at the New York Rican Poetry Cafe at a young age, Bowery Poetry Club, Bar 13, Nels on 14th Street, like just running through the gambit, like, you know what I mean? I was 15 years old, just running through and doing, you know, expressing my words. And Pun used to always just, you know, he kind of like adopted me as a little cousin. I used to sleep in his attic and I used to go everywhere with him. So when he died, I thought that was it, you know? And so I thought I figured I'd reached my ceiling. And so everything else is just a bonus. So, when when I used to write, no one would do their beats for me. And when I was 21, Chris Robinson, who directed all the Pun's videos,
Shout out Chris Robinson. Shout out Monica.
He allowed me to be in the movie ATL. Yeah, so I was able. So once they saw me as an actor, nobody was messing with the bars, even though, man, I got lines. You know what I mean? I'm a rapper. You know.
Are you from the Bronx?
Yeah. I'm from Soundview, Bronx.
Okay.
There. You know what I mean? BX. Come on, Baz.
Already.
That was from Brooklyn. Calm down.
Come on, BX.
So did you have to audition for the ATL role? Like, how did that come about?
Yo, no one's ever asked me this. Yeah, so I didn't have no money. So I was running around with Mos Def doing poetry and like, you know, doing Def poetry. And Chris Robinson came to see Def poetry. He was my +1. And I was like, yo, come to the show. And then he's like, yo, you'd be perfect for this movie. So he's like, you got to go to Atlanta. I ain't have no money for Atlanta. So I went on the 4 train. If anybody knows about the 4 train, there's an express stop from 59 to 86. Then from 86 to 125th. So I was doing poetry on the train to get enough money to go down to Atlanta to audition. So New York paid for that character to exist because they all gave me bread. Yeah. And then I went down there, I auditioned. Yo, the lady, her name is Kim Hardin. She's one of the greatest black casting directors of all time. She did Hustle and Flow. She did a bunch of crazy joints. She was like, yo, I don't have the same sides. If anybody knows what sides is, it's like a piece of the script. She's like, I don't have the sides that you have. It's going to be hard for me to, you know, judge, you know, how you acting in this scene. Do you know any poems? And I was like, yeah. I know a poem.
Look at God.
Praise God. And then if you stay prepared, stay Kobe'd up. You never, you know.
Hello.
So
let me give you my look at Luck, because I gotta piggyback off of this. I'm gonna give you my look at God moment. When I auditioned for Making a Band and they kicked me off the first round, and I had called because I still was in connections with Fred. So I called Fred. Fred gave me the number to the crib. I called the crib. I said, yo, man, I'll battle anybody in there to get back up in that crib. About a week later, they called me like, Dad, you got to come back to the house. I came back. 3 days later, Puff said, it's battle time. I said, look at God.
Let's go. Let's go. I love that table scene. That before you go on, that table scene where Shorty was shook ones. Like, and she, I just remember it like you just kept, let's go. You was like, let's go, let's keep going. You got more.
She was on go time.
I looked up, I said, you gotta be shitting me. It's
Right.
go time.
Yo, Albe, me and Babs Bunny, we planning our battle soon. But let me ask you, so with the role, now you got the role, did you have to take acting classes or did it just come to you naturally? Because me being a friend, like this guy, ladies and gentlemen, this is my brother. This is my friend. Like we sit on the phone, we talk, and he is one of the most passionate guys that I know. So like, did you have to acting classes or this just came naturally, like you got into character, pause, and you just took it over?
Nah, I got into character. It wasn't really that difficult though, man. Like the character was for a New Yorker to be in ATL as a New Yorker, and that's what I am, right? Once I was down there, yeah, I had to play a 1942 war hero or something like that. But I would say the New
Shout out
Rican
Rockwilder.
shout out, you know what I mean. But I would say the New Rican prepared me for that, right? Sin, like EO Dub, like you couldn't mess up back in those days. You couldn't hiccup, not even a little bit. No disrespect to the battle rappers now, but like when we were battling, you messed up a little bit, and it was oh no, you don't want to be hit.
Yo,
You
that
could,
was
It's-
it.
and in poetry, it's even worse. In poetry, in rap, you have aggression. In poetry, everything's so silent, so you just swallow a little bit, pause, and like people are now thinking about their dates. They're thinking about the bills. They're thinking they don't even remember your poem. You're done. You done. You. So like that aspect, shit. And acting, you get to do that shit 50 times. Get the fuck out of here! I'm gonna slay everybody. Let's do it. What, this angle? I got you. You know what I mean?
We got Rockwilder in the
that
car.
What's your
bullshit.
sign?
Huh? My sign?
What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, my birthday
Good
just
lover,
passed.
good lover. He's a good lover.
Ace of
So
January.
Happy belated, happy belated.
Rockwilder's in the queue. Happy belated. Rockwilder's in the queue. He said, my nigga, have you and Rockwilder got a chance to work together? Or it's just a mutual respect in music and love? He got a phone call. We're waiting for that. Rock, we love you. He's coming. He's coming. We can't hear you. Yeah, we can hear you now.
We can now.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Budman was wilding. So what you were saying?
Yo, you and Rockwilder. No, shout out. Now, if you in Miami, you need to hook up with Hakim Green, Channel Live. He was just on the show, and he said he's down there, and all he do is smoke madism. So I'm going to link y'all after the show. But Rockwilder is in the queue, and Rockwilder was like how much love he got for you. Now, have you guys been able to work together yet?
No, you know, like as far as producer wise, he used to come to my house back when I was living in like down by Battery Park, when I was like by the Statue of Liberty and shit. You know what I mean? I met him through this situation, like Bad Boy. We used to write for like Day 26, or like, you know, Tiffany Kumar used to write for like, she was a girlfriend of mine at the time, and she used to write for like Danny Kane, and I think I met him around that area. Rockwilder is such a genius. Like just his approaches on beats, I don't even know if people are gonna understand it till years later. His approach, like, you know, it's like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z raps, it's like he sees a door, you open a door, there's 5 other the doors there, and then he takes the right one every time. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with Rockwilder. His approach is amazing. So I haven't worked with him, like, you know, like I said, everyone loves me, but they don't want to give me beats. They know I'm fucking
Ooh, Rock. Yo, you in the studio with Rock?
They-
If you ever been in the studio with Rock, Rock makes beats like this.
Come on, that's the man.
Yo, I've been, he go like this. You know that shit about to be fire.
Speaking of Day 26 and Danny Kane, the band, we wrote our own shit.
Yeah. Y'all did?
Wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
was you in there writing for us?
nah, y'all needed me though. Y'all needed me.
I have
definitely
two things.
didn't.
Oh my God. I want to
We
talk
definitely didn't.
I want to talk to everyone about something that's happening on Black Twitter with the band and everyone saying that, you know, Diddy is hosting musical Squid Games. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you more about ATL, because ATL 2 is still in production. Yes, sir. I'm not sure.
We saw the promos.
Yeah, we did. I'm not sure.
What's up?
But what I wanted to actually ask you about is more about like what's everything with the controversy with T.I. I'm pretty sure you've had a lot of funny moments on set with T.I. Did you ever see that comedian coming out of him? Pause.
Hey, yo.
Fucking hilarious. That nigga is funny as shit. That nigga have you dying. Do you know
how do you feel about the people, how they're receiving him?
No, because the funny thing about it is that you guys have, I think the world has been seeing him laugh. Like the world's been seeing him have a good time with life. He's became a rich man right in front of our eyes. Yeah. So when you're seeing him laugh, that's the end part of the actual kind of a comedic form. Like he understands jokes. We've seen him enjoy himself. We've seen him be angry. We saw him get arrested. We saw him a bunch of shit. But when it comes to like the surgical side of comedy and like actual joke laying or things like that, yeah, man, his timing is impeccable. You know what I mean? It's all about timing. You know, I say that about battle rap. I get a lot of flack about this. I was on the phone with Beasley yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I was like, yo, you know, battle rap is not the sons and daughters of KRS One and MC Lyte. Y'all the sons and daughters of Richard Pryor.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, of Richard Pryor and Saul Williams. It's like, it's comedy and poetry. That's what battle rap is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to the music component of it, our people could do whatever the fuck we want. Nobody told Sammy Davis Jr., oh, you tap dancing now? Get the fuck out of here. Yo, we so dope. You know what I mean? If we so dope, the shit'll be dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm tired of like picking people out and like, yo, T.I. wants to be a comedian now. Yo, son is mad funny. He has time. It's 5 minutes. Can he complete the task?
Yeah, yo, Miss Lissa had me doing stand-up, and I didn't even believe that I could. But speaking of battle rap, March 25th, if you in the city, we definitely need to show up to the Queen of the Ring event. I'm gonna link you and Babs.
It's the 26th.
I want to host one day, Babs.
He said he want to host, Babs. He wants to host.
It's Panic Room 6 is the 25th. Tell him, Babs.
He want to host.
26.
March.
The 26th.
She's the host, but you could definitely be a special guest.
And it's in the BX. It's in the BX.
Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Babs is hilarious.
The crowd doing some special commentary.
Yo, you ever heard Babs like talk about her hair or whatever on Clubhouse or talk about her kids? Like that shit is funny. If you put it back to back to back, you ever said like, yo, when Babs was talking about her hair and getting her hair done, it was $600 for this one. I'm tired of this shit. Yo, her on Clubhouse is hilarious, bro.
You gotta hear Babs pray. So
no, come on, I'm down to host either that or I'm trying to holler at Jazz. Tell Jazz I want to battle her. We'll go straight to
ooh.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Because
speaking of battles.
Tell her I'm still going through things. You know what I mean? I called the cops on my uncle, years ago, and the operator didn't let me through. So I have an infinity vendetta.
Shots fired! Because it wasn't Jazz. If Jazz would have picked up the phone, she would have
picked it up.
Feel me? She would have had you.
Yo, Miss Lissa, you want? Because I want. Go ahead, Miss Lissa.
No, you should do some stand-up. You're hilarious. But speaking of battles, people were battling for a music record deal, and Babs is actually one of those people. Now, some videos have resurfaced of making the band, and people are accusing Diddy of, like I said, hosting a musical Squid Games. They said, why did he have these people going through this? We'll take a video look, and then we'll get some feedback from our guest.
And it's making me physically sick. Like I get sick, I can't sing, I lose my voice, and that's why I've been in such a bad mood.
Sarah!
I'm talking about the
bucking on this little right here, I definitely don't want to with y'all. Niggas want this man, but we was just on the tip like you was trying to put us out there like a bitch or something. Like niggas walk all the way to Brooklyn, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care how you took it or whatever went through your mind. It was a mission that had to be done. All this psychological, that's ego. So the ego's in your way. So the ego made the decision. I'm doing some, I'm going to get some cheesecake. You got that much ego? Go do your thing, man. Don't sit here and be talking about it, man. Don't walk that way. Your is that way. Do it. Walk to Brooklyn and be happy about it. I walk down the block with my stomach.
Walk to Brooklyn and be happy about it, nigga.
Yo, nah. Nah.
Just Blaze. Oh, baby.
Nah, we gotta bring it.
Where's Albe? Bring him back.
If y'all bucking on
We gotta bring this show back.
I'll be back.
All right.
Hold up.
Let me do this. Let me get 5 seconds, please, because I don't really talk a lot.
Is that a musical prison camp, Albe?
Hell fucking no. Luck had to go through worse.
Nothing.
Getting on the PAV train is way worse than fucking going to Brooklyn for cheesecake, and they were already downtown. Shit.
Not that. It was in Hell's Kitchen, Midtown. It wasn't that.
That's
close.
not. I know what Daddy's house is. I know. I get it. Listen, hold on. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Hold on.
Go ahead. You got it.
Hold on. When do you want it by? Do you want strawberry? What kind? Pineapple on your cheesecake? Cheesecake? The fuck out of here. You know how much studio time cost? I'm taking these legs right here, baby. Initially, while I'm watching it, I swear on everything, and I'm still Puerto Rican. Initially, I'm saying, I know they're gonna get on the train. Like, in my brain, while we watching it, the niggas is like, Puff ain't gonna let them get on the train because the camera, so we watching it in real time, like Puff ain't gonna let them get. In my brain, I'm like, they gotta cab it. Like, who's gonna tell them? Right? When we get to the point, when we get to the point where they're walking over the bridge, this is what you gotta understand. And this is what Ye be talking about. They didn't have to walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake on Diddy show. They got a chance to. And that whole time they got a chance to hang out with people, with cameramen and the other 4 members who are from different places, and they got a chance to go for a long walk down New York City. You see what I'm saying? It's not, you didn't go through that. It was for you, because God didn't put you there because he knew you can handle it. You know what I mean? We got to stop looking at it like that. We got to reverse, even the way we teach our kids, like 12 times 3. No, it's 12 3 times. Like, you going to Brooklyn for cheesecake because your boss wants cheesecake. Let's go. We're on our way. Be back. And the most appalling thing, I'm sorry, Babs, and I really don't want to get any beef with you. Like, I don't want to do it.
I agree with
I don't want to do
it.
No, your pistol is crazy. I don't want to do it. Your pistol's crazy.
I agree.
I will say this, though.
I'm shooting for you right now.
Outside of the cheesecake thing, it was embarrassing when y'all was quoting, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines. Like, when they couldn't quote Biggie lyrics, Juicy, like that was suicides. Like, you missed a shot in the game, you gotta go do suicides. When y'all missed like things like that, y'all messed up. That's why y'all had to go get cheesecake. That was just y'all suicides. It was just the coach.
She said not y'all. Hold up. I love it here.
Oh,
I love it here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I do remember you knew the lyrics. I do remember you didn't.
And I knew how far that fucking walk was too, because none of them niggas knew, because they wasn't from New York. Okay, so everybody at first was like, okay, no problem. It was me that was like, this nigga wilding. Not that I wasn't going, but I was like, hey, yo, this nigga wilding. But not for nothing, that was light, because I remember that nigga called us one day. They said, yo, Puff want to have a meeting with y'all. It's like 12 in the afternoon. He said, yo, y'all can't eat for the rest of the day. He said, yo, it's going to be days where you got so much shit to do, you're not going to have time to eat. but you know I'm a greedy bitch, right? So before we even went to the meeting, I had stopped at the fucking spot. I had like chicken and rice and shit. I had already ate some. And anybody that know me know I carry a backpack. So I got my leftovers. I got snacks and shit in my bag.
Shit smelling like arroz con gandules.
This nigga said, yo, y'all can't fucking eat. I said, word, niggas was starving. Said I was in the bathroom fucking that fucking chicken and rice up, son, all my snacks.
For
fucking
hip-hop.
that shit up, yo, on the low. Everybody else stomachs on their fucking back. You heard me? At the end of the day, it was a lesson. It was all a lesson. And at the end of the day, we got a record deal. We had the #2 album in the country. I got paid to walk for that cheesecake. We toured. I got paid. I made so much money.
And
so
you eating today.
Lessons.
And you still eating today.
Off that show. My BMI check comes. Bad boy this, bad boy that. Tonight. You bugging.
Tell him.
So wait.
Tonight.
Because even
I'm
here's the thing. Like here's the thing. Like, maybe I don't do it enough with my friends. So like when I bring my friends on the show, I ask them questions that I don't ask them because I'll be really trying to act like we friends. You know what I'm saying? More on the phone. But when I'm here, I have so many questions. So like, I know you performed at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It was absolutely crazy. Sure. Talk to us about that. Talk to us about when you did Mia, BEC, and you got the whole New York City lined up going crazy. Explain to us how that felt.
Now, I felt great because I produced it also. My man KO had some of the sounds, and I sped it up. It was like an R&B record. And then here I am. I got a chance. Here's another thing nobody knows. I had Pun's ashes in my house. And I lit a candle. I remember somebody telling me, don't smoke weed off of a candle. I don't know why I got this crazy fact, but I was by myself and I was like, nah, I'm doing it this time. And I smoked weed over a candle, and me and Pun wrote that like in 3 minutes. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, you know what I mean? I got money. And this was before anyone had the slow flow. Nobody was like, Young Thug wasn't out. You know what I mean?
Right,
Didn't exist. You know what I mean? And so even in the joint, I'm like, only you know what I mean.
Right.
Only you the one fronting. All right, anyway. So the idea that us blacks don't really know, or us Puerto Ricans don't really know how black we are, and or our morenos don't know how to speak enough, that all we know is mira, ven aquí. The fact that I had a Spanish hook.
Tú sabes.
Mira, pero tú sabes también.
Cálmate, papi. Ahora.
Give me a little bit of your flan.
Mi novio es puertorriqueño. Mucho
Give me a little bit of that flan,
Mi nombre
mommy.
es Melissa.
See it? So
Okay.
the fact that a New York nigga had an all Spanish hook, right, is representing to us, because I'm sorry, I don't know who's on this chat who don't know this. Puerto Ricans invented hip hop. It's black and Puerto Ricans. We did it together. The first house party had Jose in it. Maria was there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yes, we did this together.
It's a fact. It's in the Bronx.
If people don't even know. Listen, it was in the Bronx. Hello.
I'm trying to let people know. It makes no sense that there's one J-Lo, or that there's one Pun, or that there's one Fat Joe. It's like, it's crazy. Or one Joel Ortiz. You know what I mean? There should be way more of us represented. But my thing was, Mira was so dope that people loved the record in the tri-state area and didn't know that was also Brooklyn. Or didn't know that kid was on Def Poetry, or didn't know that, you know, I got an opportunity to make a record where I saw how people appreciated it away from even knowing the artist and what they did or who they dated.
Right.
You know?
No, you brought all of the cultures of New York, because we're already together. Like, I'm dating a girl named Maria. She's black from Brooklyn. It's just everything together. So like, Maria. But how was it going down? The Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yeah.
Just how was that feeling? Like, you and Pun wrote the record. You gave us that history, but how was it performing it for so many people?
Insane, yo. Thousands and thousands of Puerto Ricans and when my shit came on,
and blacks, don't act like we don't be there.
And blacks, of course. But that's what I'm saying.
After they threw the water on them girls. I'm sorry. I never
went. That was years ago. But
I went after that. I was like, you know what, I'm good.
It'd be hot first week of June. But my thing is, like, when when niggas know your shit, and my shit came on, and it went, woo, man, yo, we just, yo. I was a little sad because Fab was supposed to be there. The second one I was on. The first time I was on the float with like Lumi D and like some other joint, and then the second time Fab was supposed to be there, but he was at Drake's video shoot. He was at Best I Ever Had, and I felt like, oh, like that shit hurt. Like, first of all, what is Drake shooting a video on a Sunday in New York anyway? Like, what is son doing? Why is son here? And he from Toronto. And so like the shit hurt, right? And he was never in the video. But years later, God is so good. Hearing Drake sing 24 on the Drake and Ye show, and him singing 24, and that's one of the records I wrote with Ye. Like that coming all into fruition makes me feel amazing. But I had a thing for Drake. I was like, Drake took Fab away, took the video away. So I couldn't really enjoy that one, the one you got to see. I didn't really enjoy because in my brain I'm like, this, when you shooting a video for yourself, you're like, you have everything mapped out in your brain when you wake up that day, and it just didn't work out the exact way. But it does, it feels amazing when you're the man on your own block first. And
can
my
I
people,
ask you this?
yeah.
As a writer, and an artist, when you write for somebody else in the record pop, do you ever get the feeling like, damn, I wish that was me? Like, I know it's you, it's your pen, but do you wish you were the artist actually performing and getting the credit for your pen?
No, depending on the sounds, right? Because I try to write to whatever the conversation of the sounds of the beat. If it's not mine, if I didn't hear it for me, I can't get jealous of anything. I can help anybody with sounds that aren't mine because I'm just a part of the conversation.
Have you ever had a record that was yours and somebody said, yo, let me get that? And then the shit was out of here?
Yeah.
Let me get that.
No, ladies and gentlemen, you guys really don't. I mean, we don't have enough time on the show to explain how incredible Albe is, and I've just been blessed. No, seriously. And I've just been blessed to have a great relationship with him, ever since I tried to run his pockets outside of perfection. and he forgave me for that. And he's so amazing. How did you start working with Kanye? Because you guys have a lot of records.
That's what I was about to ask. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Luck.
I'm you, Lissa. I'm watching you, Lissa.
You're doing great. You're doing amazing. That's why I'm in the comments like, Luck is doing amazing. Okay?
I'm following your lead, Lissa. You're doing
me great. No, I'm like sitting here like, yes, girl.
No, well, he I met him on the Brown Sugar video shoot. When like the documentary is so dope because he was literally doing that. He was going around, and so he had a video that day, right? Going see Mos Def, and Mos Def actually puts him in Brown Sugar. Can you give it to me? Mos Def and Faith, and so I met him there. I was working like as a PA on there, and just around Mos, and then I remember saying to him, I said, I'm the greatest rapper ever.
Talk your shit.
He probably love that.
And he looked at me. He was young. This was before the accident. He said, I believe you. No one said that to me yet. No one said that. I just went for it. And he wasn't anything. He was a producer. And after that, Cootie came to my pop's crib, who's one of the founders of The Last Poets, and my mentor, to shoot the 2 Words video. Like just to shoot images and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I can help y'all because I work with, and I had met Son before, and I'm, most blah, blah, blah. So he's like, come down. And it's actually on my feed, like on my grid. You see me and Cootie. And Cootie, I'm a production assistant on the 2 Words video. So I was around the camp since 2003.
Nice.
Just working.
That's fire.
And then Ye would let me hear shit like before it came out, like in late registration I had before it came out. And then graduation time came around, and he listened to a couple of my records. He listened to this one record I had with Mos and was like, yo, right? Zoom. And then I was able to inspire some other stuff. And on that record. So we worked on the graduation album. That was like the first time we actually worked. And then we did like Kanye got stacks. Y'all already know that. Gucci this, Fendi that. Just got a model chick. Those are
That's
you. Know
you. I didn't know that.
That's one
no,
of
that's
our-
not. Hold on. That's
Yes.
yeah. Hold on. Here, let me dispel something really quick. Let me dispel something really quick. And I can't. I think I'm going on Drink Champs in a couple of days, but I guess I could do it here on
That always
Lady Luck.
happens.
That always
this
happens.
is the stop. Everybody stops here.
Okay.
Drink chips.
Yo, Kanye don't need nobody. Not one person in life. Like really, he loves that he can be a maestro to an orchestra. He loves the Quincy Jones aspect of himself, the professor that has been morphed since his mom has passed, the professor that he's also a doctor, you know, as far as he has a doctorate in fine art. Like he loves teaching. A lot of the writers really just learn from him more than they're giving him anything. Like you listen to this record like Come to Life, I watched that man freestyle that. He's like, you don't invite me, I don't like it. Like he's like his off the top game is crazy. If he sat there and wanted to write, this shit is crazy. Like the other day he came up with something, I was like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like he's nice. He don't need anybody. I think the part with trying to find the highest level of art, he's gonna look at it and he's gonna allow people on the platform that he is to be able to elevate the art. So you think you're the painting, or are you just a piece of the frame, or you just the wall that the painting's hanging on,
or maybe you're bringing the paint for the artist to put together.
Or maybe you're
maybe
you're the paint,
or maybe you the brush,
or maybe you the brush, and you gotta love all that shit. It has nothing to do with, you know, I think 100 years from now, people will be able to think about good music and the morphing of that man and what he was and what he's gonna be even in the next 10 years, because he got plans to do shit that you'd be like, word, G. Like I don't understand why people don't back him as much as they should. Who else y'all got? Like who else is out there speaking from their heart, like really going at it, loving their kids like that out loud, calling their album their mama name? Like who else is doing that? Who else is, like when you look at the STEM player, I've been working on the STEM player and commercials and stuff for the STEM player. When you look at the STEM player, it's the opportunity for kids to get away from their phone. You want to listen to music, just focus on this. You don't need to listen to music and see a text message that gets you off of that instrumental, that gets you off of that. When my daughter was punished, and yes, everybody that loves my Katie, she gets punished. A little sassy New Yorker.
I love y'all.
She a little sassy New Yorker. She need to sit your ass down. You know what I mean?
But
when she got grounded, she had no technology, no gadgets or anything in the room. But the only album was on there was Donda. I gave it a STEM player, right? It's harmless. It's like you can't absorb music because you're punished. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Like she listens to jazz to go to sleep. So the fact that I had the STEM player there, that was like, oh my gosh, this is so genius. This is what our kids need, to just focus on art. Just if you had the STEM player on your way back from high school while you was writing those raps, Babs, you would have been crazy. You could just take Biggie's vocals off and just have the instrumental, or just have his ad libs. Like it's like
really. I'm about to.
Is that what the STEM player is?
It's crazy that you mentioned that about your daughter listening to jazz. Now, the other day, my girlfriend said to me, she said, you know what these kids are missing? What we had when we grew up. We got up on the weekends, we cleaned with our parents, and our parents played their music.
Yeah.
And we was able to listen to that music. So that's how we knew all of these old songs.
Yeah.
These children today are not getting that at all.
Yeah.
You know, so they not growing up off of all of that old, that good music that we grew up off, but we had no choice but to listen to it, because that's what our parents played in the house.
Stylistics, you know.
They didn't have cell
I
phones.
do that. Shout out to my daughter. I love her.
Stereos, record players,
No, you're absolutely right. Like the language that I only speak this language because I was around it. Like it's supposed to be it's duh for me because I'm from the Bronx. You know what I mean? like it's like I didn't learn Chinese because I wasn't in China. You know what I mean? Or no one taught it to me. But when it comes to the rhythms of how we speak and how we call each other from the other side of the living room, that was absorbed easily for me. Now, in these days, these kids aren't doing that. So they have no piece of my daughter every day goes to sleep with jazz. There's not a my daughter could tell you Billie Holiday joints that you don't know, like, and she could sing it. Like she could call out sketches. She could call out the Sketches Miles Davis jazz on like the third track. That's not even a track. It's like she goes, "Oh, that's Sketches," or "Oh, that's Blue," or "Oh, that's," it's because every day since her origin, every sleep I would put jazz on. This was phenomenal for me.